Welcome to your Monday, December 22nd morning update. A couple days from Christmas. I hope you're ready. So this is not a Christmas present, but it is something you can consider a gift, and it's something you can carry with you forever and share. So as everyone knows, the left likes to tell you that fascism is a far-right ideology, when in fact it is barely to the right of communism. Barely. And we should talk about that a lot. People need to understand it. The far left has inculcated the collective consciousness with this notion that fascism is a far-right ideology. They also like to tell you that Islamism is a far-right ideology. But when you break things down and you consider what exactly it is that we're conserving as conservatives, it really makes a difference. And I wanted to find some resources and share them that helped us do that. So we have this. Found it online. It actually sorts of lines things up based on the ideas of more government power, less government power. And from left to right, it goes communism, fascism, progressivism, liberal partial interventionist, and constitutional conservative or classical liberal. I'd like to take a couple sections on different days over the next month or so and just talk about how it breaks these things down, because I think that's super duper important. And we need to really just internalize it and remember it and share it. So here we go. The first three categories we're going to talk about are government power, constitutional views, and political structure. From the left, government power, communism, highly centralized government control, often authoritarian in nature. Often, almost always. Is it ever not? Good question. Fascism. Centralized government with authoritarian leadership, but allows private enterprise under strict state control. As I read these, think about which ones sound more and more like the Democrat Party, the one we have right now. Progressivism, we're moving right. Large-scale government intervention in the economy and social issues, increasing centralization. Liberal partial interventionist. I'm going to have a hard time saying that, so I'm just going to say liberal partial interventionist. Some government intervention to regulate markets and ensure welfare, but with limits. Constitutional conservative or classical liberal. Remember, this is government power. Decentralized government, limiting federal power, strong emphasis on states' rights and individual liberties. Constitutional views. Communism. Rejects constitutional limits, promotes class-based revolution over legal frameworks. Fascism. Constitution is disregarded or manipulated to serve the authoritarian state. Progressivism. Partial statism. Constitution is an outdated and irrelevant scrap of paper written by dead white men, needs to be dismantled, radically restructured, or even replaced. Want direct democracy without all the checks and balances. I think we know who that is. Liberal partial interventionist, living constitution, believes in the document as a flexible framework for modern society. And the constitutional conservative classic liberal, the Constitution is seen as a fixed and nearly immutable document, requires a supermajority in Congress ratified by 3/4 of the states to amend or change it. The American Republic version. And finally, today, there are many more to go, don't worry, political structure. Communism. Totalitarian one-party state suppressing opposition and dissent. Fascism, one-party state, authoritarian regime, nationalistic and militaristic. And the nationalistic component is important because there's a difference. The communists, Marxists, progressives like to call people on the right nationalists. But here's the difference. The Nazis were government-focused, centric nationalists. The conservative right are individual rights nationalists. They believe that the rights of the people define the nation, not the government. Progressivism, increasing concentration of power in the government, erosion of checks and balances. Liberal partial interventionist, preserves checks and balances, generally supports rule of law and separation of powers, and the classical liberal supports separation of powers, rule of law, and strong checks on government overreach. So those are the first three. We have about 22 more to go. Each week we'll do one of these, cover a couple sections, and share the link to this so that you can have a look at it for yourself. That's the fun, exciting Monday morning update. Every day this week, including Christmas. Make sure you check it out, sign up, follow us on Rumble, or follow my Substack. and you'll get it before everybody else. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.